Hi, and welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm your host, Jessa Jeremiah. A fabulous show for you today. We're going to introduce you to some new restaurants in the area and one that's been around for a while. That'll be later in the show. And right now, we're going to learn something about the Wisconsin Streaming Alliance, which I'm excited to share some information with you. This is Doug Beeson, and founder, community director of WSA. Thanks for being with us today.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
So a few things come to mind, or at least for me came to mind when thinking about streaming, which is that I'm not totally sure I have the definition correct. So I think I know what streaming is, but share with us what your thoughts are.
Well, streaming is just basically it's sort of doing a television show over the internet. It's much like this program, except for the fact that streamers have a chat function where they can actually communicate with their viewers. So imagine yourself doing this, and in real time, somebody was talking to you and you were responding to them. That's streaming.
Yeah, and that's the part that I didn't realize. So I think of streaming as sort of the internet component, right, of the video happening, but not the interactive component. So I think that's an interesting addition to my definition, and the true definition, of course. So let's talk a little bit about Wisconsin Streaming Alliance. Now, you're doing things for streamers, or maybe want to be streamers in the community. So share some of, I know there's a lot of details, but share the big picture there.
Ultimately, a streamer wants to grow. He wants to get more viewers. And we try to help them do that through making connections. So we set up events where they can connect with each other streamers, video game developers, product vendors, charities, and we really try to allow them to make those connections, to grow larger, to support one another, and then to learn from one another. That's really what we're trying to do.
And now there's multiple folks throughout the Wisconsin area that is really helping or a part of the Wisconsin Streaming Alliance. So I understand there's other groups out there. What is sort of special about Wisconsin Streaming Alliance?
Right. We are different in the sense that most of these streaming groups are city-based only. And in my opinion, that kind of limits it a little bit. We are statewide. So we have on-the-ground groups in La Crosse and Milwaukee currently, and we're looking to expand. And those groups connect with each other to work with one another to be able to, across the state, connect one another, as opposed to just the big cities in a state.
And one of the most, I think, possibly important components about what you do is these regular meetups. So let's talk a little bit about that.
Sure. The individual groups, the strike teams, have monthly or bi-monthly meetups, and these are smaller affairs, a lot more intimate, have a lot more time to really get to know one another. And then the WSA, we haven't, I apologize. We put on 2 or 3 large events every year where those smaller groups then funnel their people to, so that everyone gets to meet everybody. They're much larger affairs. We do things like informational discussion panels. We have product giveaway. We do, like this one, we're doing a cosplay contest. So it's a lot more fun. It's a lot more active. It's a good time. That's
incredible. I love that. And one of the key components I want to mention, you have one of the big events coming up on October 28th. So this is kind of the big end of the year.
It's our big bash,
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So talk to us a little bit about what that's going to include.
So we're going to be, as I said, we're going to have a cosplay costume party,
yeah.
And it's going to be judged. There's going to be some giveaways. We have a bunch of vendors coming out.
Where is it going to be located?
It's going to be at the Hail Mary in Madison here. It's our first one in Madison, so we're excited about that. We're kind of breaking ground as a group right now. So we're going to have some supporters there. So Madrina's Coffee is going to support us, Broadcaster Bundle, Discord, StackedUp.org, which is a great organization that serves vets. And of course, then the Hail Mary. They've been really instrumental in working with us, and Caleb's a great guy, and we're just really enjoying our time working with them. And we're excited for the 28th here. It's going to be great.
Yeah, I think that'll be a wonderful event. Great food over there.
Yes.
I like those folks. Well, I've learned a lot from you. This is wonderful. So again, we're talking about really serving the entire Wisconsin community, and really any streamers out there that are looking to grow, learn some more. I think a great event to attend will be on Saturday, October 28th, Hail Mary. And are you able to take on more folks if they're interested in coming?
Absolutely. If you guys are interested, streamwisconsin.com.
I love it. Well, thanks again, Doug Beeson from Wisconsin Streaming Alliance, for being with us and sharing with the viewers.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. We got more for you coming up after the break.